Hello everyone. I hope all of you have been fine and doing well just like I have been. Today I would like to make a simple meal out of pre-packaged vegetarian meat. I am not a big fan of vegetarian meat because I really don't know what goes into the process of making these meats, and also, you know, what preservatives and so on have been put into these meats. I don't even know, I'm not even 100% sure as to the ingredients that are used to process these meats. But sometimes I do resort to this, especially when my daughter is down for the holidays. You see, my daughter is vegetarian and has been for the last, I think, 3 years. And every time she comes back for the holidays, I try to cook something that kind of simulates the dishes that I have made for her when she was young, using chicken and so on. So sometimes I do resort to using these vegetarian meats because they do have a lot of flavor in them, which is worrying. But I do use them to cook the meals that I used to cook for her, and instead of actual chicken, I would use the vegetarian meat. So today I am going to make a simple sweet and sour chicken using vegetarian roasted chicken meat. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to use for this dish. This is 250 grams of roasted vegetarian chicken meat. That's what it said in the package. So it's 250 grams of this. And then I have one large tomato that I've chopped, and then I have one medium-sized onion, or in this case here I have the equivalent of one medium-sized onion or shallot that I've chopped. So you can use either one of it, this much of chopped onions. And then this is about 3 cloves of chopped garlic, a small piece of ginger, half a green chili and half red chili chopped. And then over here, this is kaffir lime leaves, guys. This one is well, this is how it looks. For those who don't know, this is very often used in Southeast Asian food and predominantly in Thai food. So if you want a bit of Thai flavor, you can thinly cut these this kaffir lime leaf and put it into your dish, and it will give you a yummy Thai flavor. Okay, now over here is one cubed red capsicum and one cubed green capsicum. Then I have about 60 ml of tomato sauce, yeah, and chili powder, turmeric powder, and any oil of your choice. So I've heated some oil, and I'm going to lightly fry this so that it retains its shape when I put it into the sauce, the sweet and sour sauce later. So yeah, I'm going to just put in about half and fry it in 2 batches. I'm going to give it a very quick stir to get it golden brown in all over. I'm going to fry this right after this one. I'm going to fry this so it's nice and golden. I'm going to take it out and put it on a kitchen towel or kitchen towel. Drain the oil, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one over here. So I fried all of it already, and now I'm going to use the same pot with some of the oil removed. So it's just some of that oil over here now, and I'm going to put in the garlic, the ginger, practically everything, most of it actually, the onions. Give this a bit of a stir. Let it sort of brown a little. That's what I'm going to do to the kaffir lime leaf. I'm going to cut it in half, like so. And you normally take out the vein over here. So I'm going to cut it off. And then I'm going to just snip it with my scissors in little thin strips like this. Now, to this, I'm going to add the chilies. And guys, if it was just my daughter and me, we would have put bird's eye chili in here, and it would have tasted really yum. But she's not here right now. She's studying, and she's overseas. So it's just my husband and me. So he can't eat very spicy food. So yeah, so it's just going to be normal chilies. But believe me, if you can take the spice and you can take the heat, and bird's eye chili just gives it a really Thai spicy zing. And in goes the cafe lime leaves. And the tomatoes. Now I'm going to add the turmeric powder. Just a little bit. I have this habit of adding turmeric powder in practically everything. I think it's the Indian in me. I don't know. And then some chili powder for some spicy heat. About 1 teaspoon. Not even a heap teaspoon, just that bit. Give it a stir. Let it saute for about a minute. You can add a little water to this, just a little bit, so that this tomato cooks a little bit. You can turn the heat up. Gosh, this doesn't work. Okay, turn the heat up, cover the pot, and let it cook for about 2 minutes or so. Before you cover the pot, put in about a teaspoon of salt. Give it a stir. I think I've forgotten to include jaggery powdered jaggery or sugar in my ingredient list, because we need the sweetness. Okay, I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 2 minutes. So it's been cooking for about 2 minutes or so. Now I'm going to add the tomato sauce in here, and I think I'm going to add a little bit more water. I'm going to wash this down with the, sort of clean up this little cup with water. I'm going to give it a stir. So as I said, this dish is not exactly totally healthy, but it is yummy, and sometimes we should just have what we want once in a while. So yeah, just heating it up now. Then you can give it a taste and see if you need to add a little bit of sugar. So yes, I think this dish would need a little bit of sugar, and instead of sugar, I'm just going to use about half a teaspoon of jaggery. I have this, which I'm not really sure about the health effects. I do read that jaggery is more healthy than turmeric, processed white sugar and so on, but I need to look into this a little bit more. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a stir. And now I'm going to add the capsicums. I want to add this right at the end because I don't really want this to turn color. You can also add all of the fried roasted chicken mock meat. It's also called mock meat. Give it a good stir. At this point, if you like it like this, you can leave it. Or if you wanted a little watery, or if you wanted your capsicums to be a little more cooked, this is right now it's crunchy. It's still quite crisp. You can still bite into it, and there will be a crunch. But if you wanted it more cooked and you wanted this dish to be a little bit more watery, you could add a little water and cover it for a bit to let the vegetables cook through. But if you like it like this, it's fine as well. It's basically done. So this dish is basically done. You can have a look. Maybe I'll just move it over to this side, and you can have a look at how it looks like. So that's how it looks like. I don't really bother adding any cornstarch. I'll let you know why. Sometimes you would see that sweet and sour dishes would call for some corn flour mixed with water to be added into the meal towards the end to thicken the whole dish. But I'm not going to do that because I feel that when you add a sauce, be it oyster sauce or tomato sauce, in this case I added tomato sauce, these sauces would already have some thickening agent in them. So I'm not going to add more starch into the dish. So I've not added any corn flour to this dish. I think it's thick enough. As you could see, it was already thickening as I was cooking. So I think we can omit that step altogether. So there you go, everyone. My vegetarian sweet and sour chicken. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today in my vegetarian sweet and sour chicken. Um, do join me again. If you like my videos, please do subscribe. Please give me a like and also share my videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's Shakila Shanmugam signing off. Bye, everyone.